Jesus Christ. Recently, I got to take my first ever trip to the Mecca for car fans, the Nurburgring. Now, the Nurburgring has more kilometers than any other track, closer barriers than any other track, and an area surrounding it that is like a real life Forza Horizon. I know some of you that will be clicking on this video will want to know how much does it cost to go. A lot of you out there won't have had the opportunity to visit yet. And I want to make a video for you guys out there and for my own memory to remember how much this cost, and we can just see how much inflation keeps going up over the next few years, I guess. Stay positive, stay positive. So I went to the Nurburgring over in Germany with my friend Al Clark. He took his Porsche 911 GT3 CS and I took my BMW M3. Yeah, I'm not sat on the M3 right now, and explain more of that at the end of the video. But first, this time round, I'm slightly more prepared than my last how much did it cost to go drifting in Ireland, and I'm much more prepared for my how much did the Nurburgring trip cost me in my BMW M3. So let's get stuck in. First up, I just want to say that I haven't got my fuel receipts. I don't actually know how much fuel it cost me to get there and back, which is probably not a full thing that you guys want to hear, but I'm going to guesstimate it as we go through. That will be the one thing that I guess. All of the rest of them I have saved in my phone somewhere. So I guess we should start off with the Channel Tunnel. I live in Essex and Al lives Midlands, Birmingham way, I think, and we had agreed that neither of us really wanted to get up super early to get a ridiculous in the morning train from where we both live. So we both decided to spend a little bit of money and get a hotel right next to the port. The port? The train station, We're just trying to make sure that we were close to it. We get an early train over without it really being a detriment to our health. And I'm not a morning person, so it definitely meant a lot to me that we got to do that. But, so, what we had to, is the handbrake on in this car? I don't think it is, one sec. No, the handbrake is not on in this car. So, let's start off with the hotel costs. I paid £80 and 10 pence for a hotel at Folkestone, right next to the Channel Tunnel. Was it Folkestone we stayed at? Holiday Inn, yeah. It was a Holiday Inn. It was relatively nice. It was very convenient. A lot of other people had done the same. There was lots and lots of modified track cars and nice spicy machinery in the car park there, which was pretty cool. We got there quite late. We had a drink, went to bed, got up at 5:30 in the morning, which is still way too early for me. But we got there just to make sure that we could get the train over and have a great day of it. It allowed us to do a few other activities in between just going straight to the Nurburgring to get to our accommodation. It meant we got to stop at, to check out one of Al's friends' insane car collection. Check out that video if you missed it here. And we then headed down to the Nurburgring. It was freaking awesome and I loved every second of the journey. It was brilliant. It was a great little road trip. Although some of the roads are kind of boring. I guess having a passenger would have been more fun. But at the same time, I got to look at Al's Porsche 911 GT3 CS the whole way and it was beautiful. So obviously to get to that amazing road trip, we had to get the train over. Now, this cost me, on the way out there, £96, which is great news, because it meant that was kind of cheap, right? Like, that's about what you'd pay to go to Manchester on the train. Probably pay less. So that was pretty good, I thought. I thought that was really, really good. And the return travel was £131, and that was because we changed the time, I think, and we hadn't paid for the right to change the time, so they charged me, changed the time on the way there. But it is what it is. We wanted to stay for that car fry tag and it was awesome. I'm so glad we did. I loved doing that. I didn't go to the Nurburgring for a TF. I went for a TD, a track day. And I went with circuit days and it was fantastically well run, really easy to deal with, super nice people, and you got massive Nurburgring stickers on the side of your car so everybody knows you're on the track. So that was actually kind of cool. I've got one on my door just here in my private garage. Welcome to my private garage, by the way. I don't know if I filmed in here in many years. So yeah, welcome to my private garage. So yeah, I went on a track day. Now I think a normal TF is €25 per lap. Please correct me in the comments or let me know in the comments if I'm correct with that. I'm still yet to do a TF, so I don't know. So yeah, let me know down below. That would be kind of cool to know for the future once I've got my confidence there, I guess. So for the track day itself and not doing the TF, I paid £600 for my day on the circuit. Now, on the face of things, I feel like that feels like a lot of money, but in reality, what it covers you with, free recovery if you have something go wrong. The only thing you have to pay for if something, let's say the worst of the worst happens, and you spin and crash, and you write off 4 GT2 MRs. You've just wrecked £1.5 million worth of cars. You've shut the track for a day. You have really messed up. All you're paying for is the barriers that you've hit. I think that's how it works. But anyway, like, I still think the price of the ticket, like, in terms of having the track for the whole day, obviously I didn't get that joy, but like the track was there for me for the whole day. It was my car that let me down. And yeah, I thought it was very, very fair. I think as well, you could probably have got a discount code if you asked for the extra day that had brought the total to 1,000. And for 2 days of driving at the Nurburgring, and when I realised, like, I got home obviously super buzzed from this, I decided to literally straight away, trying to find the next track day I could book on, and they were all like €1,000, 800 to €1,000 for a day, some even more than that. And then I remembered there's a lot more richer people than me in this world. So I was like, okay, we'll wait until next year to go back again. But obviously had to have somewhere to stay. Now, as me and Al only went as a 2, it meant it actually worked out like cheaper just to get hotels instead of like renting one of those like big ass houses and sharing it between people, which is definitely the way I would do it if I had a group of people wanting to go and we could split the bill. Because I think like a group of local car guys that I bumped into over there had done it, and they were paying like £130 for like 4 nights or something like that. And I was like, oh, damn, that's nice. Considering I paid £451 from the 4th to the 7th of April. So was that 3 nights? I think it was 3 nights. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Yes, 4th to the 7th. Three nights. Wow, I'm really struggling. Damn! Oh man, we've got the good camera out for this anyway. So £451. If you divide that by 3, oh my god, my dad would kill me. £150 and 33 pence per night. Let me just check that. Free. What did I say? Did I say that? I can't even remember. Man, my brain is mush. Anyway, that's how much that cost per night. So realistically, it was a lot more expensive than getting a house. But the same, getting a house if you have a group. But obviously, there's only 2 of us going, so it actually worked out much cheaper for us. Now, that kind of like summarizes the main bulk of the expenses, because everything else is kind of customizable to you. Like, we went down to, like I said, to Al's car shop that was, Al's friend's car shop that was amazing. I loved looking around there. It was so much fun. It was great to meet the guys and see how they work. That's something that I really miss doing, and seeing how guys that run garages work. How do they operate? I used to do that a lot when I did blogging and writing for magazines back in the day. So maybe over the next few months, we'll try and bring that back. We'll get in touch with some English garages and see if that's possible. If you are an English garage of any sort, let me know down below. I'd love to come and check out what you guys do, as long as it's like a customizable car garage, you know. I think fuel-wise, I think for the journey there and back, I probably did 3 tanks of the journey, which in the M3 is about, I'm guessing, probably about 120 quid, I reckon. I don't know. I don't normally let it get really empty, if I'm completely honest. I think it was about 120 quid. So let's say 360 for fuel there and back. Obviously, on the circuit, that's a different ball game. I think by what we were judging from my first 3 laps, which was really the only laps I'd properly got, other than the 2 half laps, I was going to end up doing about a tank every 8 to 10 laps. I think at the pace I was going at, which definitely was not fast. I was really taking it easy. I thought I had the whole day with the car, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I thought I was going to have the whole day with the car working. So yeah, let's round it up and say we spent about £600 in total on fuel. So yeah, let's try and like total this up, I guess. So 150 times 3, 451 plus 600 for the track day, plus the 130 for one way of train, 90 for the other way, and 80 for the hotel, plus the 600 of fuel, right? That was what we agreed. I think that's everything. Food, I don't know, budget whatever you want. I'm not going to add that in, because with all due respect, you could go to a shop and buy some jam sandwiches. It's none of my business what you eat. So the total we've come to here is 1,951 British pounds. Wow, I'm having a calamitous day in here today. I just stepped on the front lip that doesn't even exist on this car. So yeah, £1,951. And when I compare that to going to Ireland, which is a very similar fee, and this is obviously the way I've done it. You can definitely do it cheaper than I've done it. But when it comes to these type of trips, I just feel like I want to be comfortable and I want to do them exactly how I want to do them because it is a lot of money. And this trip took my snowboarding trip this year, so it had to be good. And it didn't disappoint. I completely and utterly fell in love with the Nurburgring, the people of the Nurburgring. Everyone that I got to meet out there was amazing. I loved the atmosphere. I loved just seeing amazing cars everywhere I went, and it just felt like this beautiful solace within the chaos that was happening. And I loved it. And I think I could literally just go there and sit and watch cars go around all day. So if we can't get any more track days and we fancy a little road trip before the end of the season, maybe we'll stop off there and just see what cars are around and try and get some passenger laps in with people, because that could be a lot of fun. But I have to admit, I am terrified in the passenger seat. I am so glad that is over. Holy shit. So that kind of summarizes the cost of the trip. If you're here from my previous videos, thank you so much for watching them. I don't think this one's going to hit anywhere near as hard because obviously I've left the gap in between, but I've been on holiday and it was wonderful. I did plan on editing videos over there, but it just didn't work out. My computer broke, my laptop broke, so yeah, I've got no way to export videos on there at the moment, so that's that. But you'll see I am sat on my Renault Clio 197 Mark III, the liquid yellow RS. I love this car, the F1 edition, I really do. But it's playing up again. My M3, after the trip, had some like major issues. I had the wheel bearings replaced out there, and now my car is currently at Evolve right now on a ramp having the whole underside changed. Every bush underneath is being changed. So yeah, it's cost a lot of money, but that's a story for a different day. That I don't class as Nurburgring's fault. I class that as like just the car being 10 years old this year, and you know, this is what happens. It's just what happens. But yeah, I'm currently sat on the Clio. Was gonna try and have some fun in this, and well, it's broken. I'll show you in case any of you guys know what it might be. I actually had this exact problem previously when I mentioned the Clio broke. It was this exact thing that happened, but thankfully this time it happened at my house and not at the golf club that I was playing at. So the problem that previously happened was the crankshaft sensor, and I think it's gone again. I think either there's something that one of my drift friends, Sam, messaged me about, saying when I had one of these, there was a bit of material in there that kept destroying the sensor, or the garage that I paid to do it previously has put a non-genuine article in. So once I get back from Ireland, I'm going to Drift Masters this weekend. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Please tune into the Drift Masters Instagram page to see all my hard work. It'll be great if you can get some love over there and on the TikTok, so go follow those if you're into that sort of stuff. And yeah, when I'm back, we'll get a new crankshaft sensor. We'll get this absolutely running. I am going to shove a load of Easy Start down it in a second and just see if I can spit it up. Yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Real quick one. I know we're only in the garage tonight, but if you like this kind of video, let me know down below. I could probably start doing stories from in here and just generally having a good YouTubey vibe on here. I've got some ideas for some new videos which I might test out. They might flop, they might do all right. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go watch the rest of the Arsenal-Chelsea game. Come on, the Arsenal. Keep believing, boys. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. I've got so much stuff happening this year. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to go get the first look at some of the guys' drift cars this weekend. So we might even do some videos with the drivers on their projects there and then, because I really want to bring car features back to the channel. We've already got a special one lined up at the end of the month. I'm really excited for it. And I think you guys will like it too. So anyway, judging by the numbers on the last video, you guys will like it. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Keep safe. Peace, peace, peace.